Today's sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And they'll go on the ground. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Geno. That's caught by Tucker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 7. And the Las Vegas first down.
On first, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as the full-time starter week 6 of last season. Showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
He finds Douglas complete. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Gibson. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
From the gun, here's Smith. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Las Vegas first down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Las Vegas.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Gino going to hand it to Genty. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Up the middle. Here's Stevenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Patriots first down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. May. And the Raiders have got him. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Throwing here is May. They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. Calling out a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Smith.
That's caught. Jack Besh with it. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they go play action with May.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Patriots.
To the air, May. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
And this will be taken at the 13. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A run out of the gun to Genti. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
2 yards. First down, Raiders.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, you are on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
12 yards on the play. But it's
Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Milton Williams
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson getting set for this next drive. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5.
On the draw, Stevenson.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now
From the shotgun, it's May.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
And a Raider first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Some tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Gino now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throw right side looked in here by Besh. Now 2nd and 9.
Smith now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Smith. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jack Besh
With his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots, nothing.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Here's May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw, Smith.
Over the middle, hooks up into tight end Bowers.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
To throw is Smith. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Gino. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work.
Harold Landry in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
It's 4th down and goal.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Bengals in the AFC North. And this is T. Higgins. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Bengals come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. And here's the scoreboard in the early window of the last week of the regular season. What I wouldn't give for an Octobox right now. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jones hit in the ball zone. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
You just saw the speed, folks, of Marcus Jones back there in a flash to drop him.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Smith.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 14, but it brings up 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll throw with May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 29.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, 66 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score.
And here on 3rd down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Patriots 7.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
Now Smith. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. On his loop for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
May now off the bootleg.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
38-yard line, second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
To throw, it's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for our Patriots.
Stevenson now on first and 10.
Give him 5 yards here, and we'll bring up second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
43-yard line.
Second and 4. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stevenson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. That'll be complete to Stevenson.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Throwing here is May. This is caught by McMillan. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
A 2-yard gain. Brings up
again, he'll drop to throw.
At the 12-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now here come the Raiders.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
incomplete, falling to the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Las Vegas.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Shakes off the sag.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Smith. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
New England's offense set to go.
But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Patriots.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, May.
He finds Douglas complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now May on the sneak. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
And Powell running here down the 6-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Brings up 2nd and
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Drake May
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
and the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Number of you understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Dances by him. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Open man is Myers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second and a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 31.
Now it's Smith. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Throwing is Smith. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Now Smith. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Milton Williams in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Gino now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
New England trotting into place on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That's good for 28 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down at 7.
Here's May. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Second and 10.
Brings up second down at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
They go play action now. May.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
A 21-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Gino. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Robert Spillane.
Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
New England's offense set to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
115 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Patriots, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.